Welcome back, everyone. We're almost done with getting this all drained out. We just got this little thing of dirt and sand left. And then we'll have this all cleared out and we can start working on the outline of the center tower piece. And it's definitely getting cold. Oops. Hopefully this will be enough shovels, but probably not. I don't know how many stacks of dirt this took, but it took probably a few days of going around and sourcing dirt from multiple islands nearby. Definitely would have took a lot longer if I just only went for basalt. Yeah, basalt, that's what I'm building out of. So it's definitely going to be a slower process to get the rest of this, especially in winter. But I think I'll try to make some trips out there and see how much I can get before the winter actually starts. I love how you can see the giant white hexagon. Yeah, 3 more shovels left. Definitely gonna have to build more. And I think I have a decent shape for the outline of that, which I'll show you guys once we get all this done. Let me get rid of these pieces of sand first. I was just using it to outline the shape. And this whole bottom piece that's not going to be part of this center tower, this is all probably going to be like gardening. I don't know if I'll grow crops down below because I think I want them more up in the air. But definitely like a big flower with tree garden. Place to put my bees if I ever find them. How's my body temperature? So good. So far I haven't had to have a fire going to keep warm. Just holding the torch in my hand, being inside that little wooden building, it's been doing enough. I built out of multiple stuff, so I got sand, stone, dirt, just anything to get this done. More shovels. Don't think I'm halfway done yet. And then what I'm going to do for these sides is I'll have a block here, and then I'm going to chisel it so that it's got like a slope towards the ground, kind of like a half slab, like triangle piece. Which eventually we'll start doing that as well, but that'll probably be more of the finishing touches. Along with getting the rest of the aqueduct figured out, that's probably going to be more towards the end. Oh, there goes another shovel. At least I have enough materials to build more shovels if I need but I am kind of getting a little bit low on flint and sticks. I still have a ton back home, or at the other house that I can go get. Okay, we'll leave the stone and just focus on the shovel part. Then we can come back and pickaxe them down. Would be kind of nice in the future if they made a feature where you can build, like with snow, making igloos and stuff like that. Pretty sure there's probably a mod for that out there. And down to the last shovel. And we still got quite a bit to go. And it's warming up. It did get like -14 at night. And I was standing outside just trying to figure out the pattern I want for the inner tower, and then I started freezing a little bit, so I just stood inside, warmed up. Yeah, if I get the sand out of here. Definitely gotta remember to get the sand from the top, so that way the rest doesn't try to cave down. Oh, and there's all the shovels. So let's go ahead and just mass craft. We can do it out of granite stone. That way we save some flint. Wonder how many metal shovels I would have had to go through for this. Like copper shovels I would have went through, and if it would have been worth making them just for this, or just using the stone. Yeah, I might have had to use way more stone, but stone is way more easier to come by than just wasting a bunch of copper if I didn't need to. Oops. Might be a little overkill on shovels, but I can use them other places. While out farming for various dirts, I did find more clay, so that'll definitely help with making more bricks, which I don't think it's really the clay that's going to hold me back. It's just getting enough basalt stones. It is kind of weird that you can't stack more shovel heads than 4. Oops. Oh great, a temporal storm that I'm just going to outrun is coming. Well, that might be a freezing night. Because anywhere I go, it's definitely going to be cold. And I know I can sleep through them because I enabled that, but I can just pick a direction I probably haven't been to. And then later on visit that island. Oops. Oh. Don't know why I'm letting all the sand collapse. Starting to get filled up. I don't know if I'll even have enough to collect all this stuff. But it looks like that's the end right there. I think I might focus on this side first, so that way I can start doing the outline of this to clear up some inventory space. Go get that shovel. There it is. Or I forget about it and it despawns. And it's a light storm, so it shouldn't be that bad. Yep, and I'm full. Okay, so let's... Nope, wrong spot. Right there. Let's go ahead and get this lined out. So this is going to go up to about that level, and then it's going to be a bridge that comes up and connects to the second layer. So like down here, I'm going to have probably more of a crafting storing room, and then, or maybe down here be like the living quarter, and then you go up and then you have the crafting quarters. And this will go straight across. And that'll go straight across. Yeah, I probably can just leave this bottom one. Oh, almost starving. And I'll probably just end up using the storm as a way to go home and get more food as well. Yeah, let's see how far I went over here. So we'll dig this through to match them. Over a few more. There we go. That'll go straight. Sorry, I gotta count this out. So 8 across. Right here, take this one out. And then this will match up. As long as I've done the math right. Which doesn't look like I have. Well, let's get this little section cleared out so I can get this outline done better. Yeah, it does line up because it's 2 and then across. Yep. So that isn't going to be too bad of size of rooms. And then this obviously is going to go further down. So this whole inner piece will be reworked. All this out here is probably going to be this stone for the floor. And then this is going to be sections of the tower as it goes up. Okay, let's get a little more of this before I have to take off. Go outrun the storm. One of these days I should set up some sort of little bunker that I fight them in. Or once I'm geared up enough that I can just run out and start fighting them. It's going to be running them in the dark, but that'll be alright. I got plenty of light. So close to finally finishing this. And then the next goal of getting the next phase worked up. At least getting enough here that I can tear this down and I have a living quarter. A little crafting. Because the most I'd have to do with that is just change the walls out once I get enough basalt stones. Must be almost full again. That looks like my last shovel. We'll just finish this little piece. And that just leaves another row of 4. Yeah. Well, it's time to get in the boat, start heading home to outrun the storm. I was hoping I'd get a little more time to get the rest of this. And then after getting home, getting food, all that supplied, I'll probably drop off a lot of this dirt so that way I can go out and get more stones. So hopefully we can start working on more of these walls, but if that doesn't work out, then we'll do a lot of this in sand or dirt to get the shape and then later on replace it. But the kind of idea is this will get, like, the water will still run underneath of it, but we'll have a dock going out here, and then it'll bridge over, and a bridge going up to this top layer, and then below will be the living quarters. I don't know if I'll have a bridge kind of going out in each direction, but I definitely know I want one coming from the main port. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.